Welcome to the Virtual Strategic Solutions Virtual Reality Simulation System. Accessing Legacy Dataset. Files loaded. Simulation ready. The Office of Science and Industry, or OSI, is an agency operating under the aegis of the new California Republic, responsible for research and development of new technologies after breaking ties with the followers of the apocalypse. Established in 2275, the OSI is the primary research and development agency within NCR. Formed after splitting away from the followers of the apocalypse, OSI focuses on finding practical applications for knowledge rather than research for its own sake. However, many executives at the board of directors back at the organization's headquarters still hold the old ideals close to their heart. This reverence for old ideas, such as the notion of a society of equals, are considered obstacles by more ambitious members of OSI, like Thomas Hilden. The OSI focuses on several fields of research and is the leading technological edge of the Republic. They research and develop practical sciences, such as medicine, engineering, biology, etc. The OSI also provides access to higher education, making it one of the only groups outside the Brotherhood, Institute, or the followers capable of such a feat. Priorities depend on the specific branch. OSI East is primarily focusing on optimizing the power output of Hoover Dam and other local energy production facilities, supporting the sharecroppers by calculating proper water rations and other projects. Unofficially, the director of OSI East is also tackling the problem of food shortages. These food shortages have been determined by the OSI as likely to occur in the next decade, around 2291, due to the rise in population and a lack of a significant increase in food production. The NCR government understands the threats and supports such proactive thought, although military applications are prioritized due to the ongoing war with the Caesar's Legion. As such, while the OSI receives the lion's share of funding, it's primarily allocated to supporting the war effort, with medical sciences underfunded by comparison. OSI branches are divided depending on their locations. The main branch, OSI Central, is located in Shady Sands in New California. The OSI facility in Camp McCarran, Mojave Wasteland, is the headquarters of OSI East. Branches are managed by directors of operations, subordinated to the board of directors at OSI Central. The board sets policy and priorities for the entire OSI and takes note of any significant discoveries. The process for nominating board members is not specified, although the president of the NCR has some influence. Wages at OSI are considered fair, though not a path to riches. Payment is more competitive for external contractors, and OSI usually provides additional benefits. In general, the OSI relies heavily on outside contractors, not just for research work, but routine shipping of equipment. Instead of using military transports, it outsources such deliveries to the Crimson Caravan Company. Many of the executives remain loyal to the old follower ideals, with independent research not only sanctioned, but encouraged. As such, skilled researchers enjoy a degree of immunity, especially when raising concerns with peers and contractors alike. Directors like Hilden consider this to be a lack of direction and want to reorganize OSI in a more regimented way, keeping junior researchers in line to focus research in particular directions. The loose organization gives directors a significant amount of leeway, for example, in requesting personnel, addressing complaints related to ongoing OSI projects, including outright dismissing them as mere excuses for incompetence, and managing branch funds. As the accounts are separate from the government's, this allows for flexibility at the risk of embezzlement. The lack of accountability allows ambitious individuals to manipulate the OSI for their own gain. Despite claims to the contrary, Director Hilden doesn't engage in scientific research, simply taking credit for Angela Williams' work on the Hoover Dam project. This fact is a public secret at OSI. What's not publicly known is that Hilden's pursuit of a seat at OSI Central has led him to send multiple contractors to their deaths. Hoping to find a solution to the projected famine and elevate himself, Hilden continued to hire mercenaries to find the source of the floral growth at Vault 22 ever since its discovery in 2280. All of them have been offered handshake deals without filing the proper paperwork and signing contracts, including release forms required from contractors. He treats them as expendable tools, steps on the way to power, and doesn't think twice about stealing credit for their work either. The OSI lacks oversight, but it doesn't sanction such activities. Hilden is fully aware that he's embezzling funds earmarked for contract work, which would have severe consequences if the army learned of the fact. As such, Hilden is ready to use his entire contracting budget as a bribe to buy a contractor's silence. Simulation completed. Please exit the pod or have a technician select another file.